Welcome back. My name is Dr. Jennifer Boney, better known as DocJenFit, and I'm your personal doctor of physical therapy, talking to you today about that kink you might get in the neck when you wake up first thing in the morning. Now, as a new mom, I've actually experienced this, so I want to talk to you about what I've been doing and just what you should be doing as a physical therapy standpoint. Now, this is part 1 to this video, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out for part 2 of what exercises I think will be best to support you. This is going to be more educational and how you can start moving when you first feel that pain in the neck. First of all, this is what I want to talk about. Don't stop moving. I know it's really tempting to grab a neck pillow or a neck brace and strap yourself up and don't move at all, right? But that is one of the worst things that we can do because it's only going to limit our range of motion even more. And it's going to actually drive our pain signals, telling our brain that we need to be in protection mode. Don't let me move. Every time I feel that, that's bad. And it's not necessarily bad. Our body is going to feel different pains and aches all throughout life. That is a part of life. And especially if we just felt it from waking up in the morning. Yes, we might have slept a little weird, or our pillow was a little funky that day. Or in my case, maybe I was up and breastfeeding, didn't put my pillow down all the way and just fell asleep, or I'm not getting very good sleep because I'm up throughout the night. All of these factors really play a role in the pain that we feel in our body. And so the more that we tell our brain, protect, 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 the worse that pain signal is going to be and the more sensitive we're going to be to any kind of movement or any pain that we feel. So first of all, know that that pain that you feel is okay. That's just your body's way of trying to protect you. Now we have to see, okay, how can I ease back into that? And what movements can I do that are going to best support me so that I can get back to movement and out of pain ultimately? So first of all, I want you to just assess your range of motion. Wherever you are, maybe you go in front of a mirror so you can see better, or set up a camera so that you can actually assess and kind of come back to it. All you're going to do, we're going to do the basic motions and making sure that you're only moving within the range of motion that you have available before you feel any pain. So that's putting your chin down to your chest. How far can you go? And saying, do I feel any pain with that? And then going up and back as much as you can and saying, do I feel any pain with that? And then rotating over to the side as much as possible, trying to get that chin over to that shoulder rather than just that nose back. Make sure that you turn in a straight line. Okay. I'll show that from the side, making sure that that chin is rotating toward that shoulder, and we're trying not to let that head go back and cheat that range of motion at all. And then you want to check the other side. Again, chin toward that shoulder. Now, this is the range of motion that I had super limited on Friday. So I am now shooting this on a Monday. So over the weekend, I have been working on the movements that I'm going to show you in part 2. And I've been working on this as well that I'm showing you in part 1. And already I feel I have way more range of motion. It's not until the very end that I start to feel a little bit of a pinch. And then the last range of motion that we want to assess is side bending. So how far can you go from one side and then into the other? And that range has also improved so much. So I am with you. I get pains as well. Just because I'm a physical therapist doesn't mean that my body is immune to feeling pain. We all will feel pain in life. It's what we do and how we keep moving forward. The more that we stop, the more that we're going to feel pain. So the other thing that I did after I was feeling this is I did an upper body workout. This is going to be part of part 2, one of the exercises in particular. And you might think, if you're having neck pain, why would you do an upper body workout? Well, we don't require too much head motion usually if we're doing an upper body exercise. But what happens is we use our upper body. And when we move our upper body, we actually help to stimulate the tissue and the muscles around the neck so that they start to move. They put blood flow into the area and they help with healing without having to move the neck at all. So I actually think it's great to do a workout even when you're in pain, and especially if you're not feeling any pain in those movements. If you need to modify or change up an exercise, that's fine so that you don't feel the pain, but make sure you try to keep moving and especially exercise so that we get that blood flowing, we get those blood vessels circulating, and we're trying to heal the tissue as we are feeling that current pain. Now, I want you to not only assess your range of motion, but I want to make sure that you continue to move into that range of motion. So we're actually going to grab a little towel. So this is actually our little towel from the Optimal Body Therapy Kit, which we'll have linked up below. But we have little hand towels, or just grab a hand towel or something that you have around your bathroom or around your kitchen. Okay. And you're going to kind of grab it so that it creates this tight line here. And that's what we're going to put behind our neck. And so this is going to be like a therapist's hands. Okay. But we're using it with our own body and our own support, just using a towel. So I'm going to kind of create that straight fold here. And then I'm going to start toward the top of my neck. Okay. And we're going to really focus on rotation right now. So I'm going to hold one side and then I'm going to assist my neck using that vertebrae to kind of help and rotate. And it's called mobilization. So I'm helping create some mobility within those joints as I'm rotating and keeping the other side nice and tight and rotating. You don't have to go very far. You just go as much as you can. Again, we don't really want to be in pain, but we do want to keep those joints moving. So just as much as you can, we'll go lower, trying to rotate through as much range as you have available right now. Trying, again, not to have too much pain, but we're putting pressure onto the skin and trying to help create some mobility within those joints, or just talk to the tissue. Touch is super beneficial. This is why it's one of the most important reasons to go see someone, is getting that touch helps to reduce that pain sensation that we feel from the brain as well. So this is creating that touch feedback that's helping to relax the tissue and tell it is okay to move and get some motion in there. So doing that from the top of the neck all the way and moving down to get as much motion. And then you can retest. What does it feel like when I go down, when I go up, side to side, and rotate? Does it feel any better? Does it feel any different? This is something that I would continue to come back to every single day. And you can even do multiple times throughout the day, especially if it's feeling good for you. And then don't forget to come back for part 2 so that we continue to work that neck in the most optimal way to help support your body. Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.